Future of Tyrhys Dolan is still up in the air, with some links between domestic clubs and some from the foreign market. Where will he go? Will he come back to Rovers? We're going to get into it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at Tyrhys Dolan. What does the future have in store for him as we head into a crazy old summer? Will he be in England or will he be in Europe? That's right, we're going to get into all of it in a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want to subscribe for Blackburn Rovers and transfers. We've got it all here under one Roverseas. That's right. The latest name on the lips of Tyrhys Dolan's admirers is somebody from abroad. That's right. Who is it? Well, I'll tell you in just 1 second. Big shout out to the members on the Patreon. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get cracking. Have a look what we're talking about. We're talking about this, guys. It is the latest link. It is of Turkey. Turkey outfit Samsunspor. That's right. The president, Yüksel Yıldırım, has confirmed the club have pulled out of a race to sign Tyrhys Dolan due to his wage demands. Meanwhile, Bristol City are the latest name to be linked with Tyrhys Dolan. We'll do a deep dive into all of that in just a second. But before that, I'm going to hand you over to Eddie to talk about what we're going on behind the scenes at Blackburn Rovers.
Ewood Eddie here with some news on our brand new scheme we're looking to implement in the 2025-2026 campaign. What is it? Well, it's affordable away day travel. That's right, us at Blackburn Roverseas hope to implement this brand new scheme for each and every one of the away days taking place in the upcoming campaign. Right now, we're just in the planning stages and we want to know if you are interested in away day travel for the upcoming season. Now, what I need you to do now is, of course, go to this link on the screen right about now. It's a QR code, or maybe drop down in the old description to follow the URL and fill out your name and, of course, maybe some contact information that we can reach out to you when we are 100% committed. Just a reminder that this is just the planning stage of this service. Nothing is 100% as of yet. But the more numbers and the names that we get down in the next few weeks, then, of course, then we'll have the ability to make this happen for you guys. Again, looking at what's available at the moment, this does look like an affordable option if we can get the support from you guys. And again, it's just a fantastic way for you to support the channel in another way. Back to you, Dirk, in the studio.
Alrighty then, folks, let's get into the deep end then and talk about this guy. It is Tyrhys Dolan, and of course, he looks set to depart Blackburn Rovers this coming summer. In fact, he's out. He's out of a club. It says right here, without a club. He joined this without a club status back on July the 1st. Of course, this is his attributes, of course, for the year. He's well, you know, his capabilities. Over 50 in creativity, over 55 in attacking through technique. As defending and tackling could do with some work. He can play on either wing, of course, right or left, but he has played more prominently on the right-hand side. But who is he, and what could he benefit for the likes of Bristol City, or maybe even another Turkish team? Well, these are his stats for the year. He played 44 times last season, started 40 of those matches, chipping in with 7 goals and 6 assists. Of the goals, 5 with his right foot, 1 with his left, and 1 with his head. That's right, he did win a penalty as well, and he scored 7 of those from inside the box. Well, what goals they were. 6 assists for the man as well, 7 big chances created. As for his passing stats, 80% passing success rate, 87% passing in his own half. As for discipline, 12 yellow cards over the course of those 44 matches. And as you can see, his heat map is predominantly down that right-hand side. Now, of course, we have had Tyrhys Dolan on the books for a few years now. Of course, he was released by Preston without getting a game. And we gave him his breakthrough. Of course, loyalty means fuck all these days in bloody football. But he's played 210 times for Rovers, 26 goals and 22 assists over the course of his time. 23 of those goals were within the Championship, just 1 in the FA Cup, 2 in the EFL Cup, and all of his assists, or pretty much all of his assists anyway, in the Championship. When he has played for Rovers, he has played in a variety of places. 50 times on the right, as a right winger. He's played 17 as a left-hand side, and down the middle as a striker 38 times. He can play as a supporting sort of strike, or a supporting attacking midfield here. And he also played a little bit deeper as a box standard left or right midfielders. He was also represented by England under-20s way back in 2022, scoring 1 goal in 2 assists. This is his record, or this is what we're comparing him to, what we're left with. The void that's going to be left at Blackburn Rovers, and that is on the right-hand side of the wing. And it'll probably be good news for Ryan Hedges, of course. Has been hit with a lot of injuries over the past few years anyway. So he'll see Tyrhys Dolan leaving as a breath of fresh air, a chance for him to maybe regain his starting spot at Blackburn Rovers. Of course, Hedges is a left footer, which might see him come in back on the left-hand side. Who knows what Valérien Ismaël has got on store. Of course, he is a talent. We're going to lose a massive talent in Tyrhys Dolan, who is only 23 years of age. We are hoping to get some compensation from this deal, and that would require a move to a domestic club. I think if it does go to a foreign club, we will be much less. So we'll see what comes out of this one. But compared to these two guys, of course, Hedges played much more games, scored a few more goals than him as well. Picking up a goal every 522 minutes. As for Dolan, picks up a goal every 446 minutes, of course. So, yes, it's a kick in the bollocks. And right now, it looks like he has played his last game for Blackburn Rovers. And I would say 99% of it is likely to happen. If I'm a betting man, I think he'll be playing his football in England. But we've seen stuff like this happen before. Look at Ben Brereton Diaz, made the move to Spain and then was loaned back to an English club. So that might be a way to work the deal in here. So we could see him join a Turkish team or a German team or something like that, and then get loaned back pretty quick time back into the Championship to a club such as Sheffield United. Now, that's another point. Bristol City are the recent name linked with Tyrhys Dolan, but I have seen the likes of Sheffield United or even Coventry. Derby County are forever saying he's going to join John Eustace, Danny Bart, Andy Wyman at Pride Park. I would be very, very pissed if he would swap Blackburn Rovers for Derby County. I think that would be the biggest kick in the bollocks the recent transfer murmurings between Derby County and Blackburn Rovers. Yes, John Eustace swapped it. I get it. Whatever. That's by the by. And the two guys, Danny Bart, Andy Wyman, yes, it does hurt to lose those guys, but I'm sure we were paying top end of a wage cap to have those on our books anyway. And of course, they're not on the right side of 30 if we're going to be looking towards a younger squad that's got a bit of resale value. Yes, I know about trying to get some experience in the squad, and hopefully we'll get that some way somehow. But this exchanging Tyrhys Dolan for a top 7 club to a bottom 7 club would be a right old slap in the dick. So that's what I don't want to see. I want him, if he is to make a move to somebody in England, I'd like it to be either in the Premier League or a Sheffield United, possibly a Coventry, and maybe even a Borough or something like that. Everybody seems to be licking their lips at the prospect of Tyrhys Dolan. But let's cut the cheese out here, guys. Let's cut out the cheese here. He's a frustrating player. He is a frustrating player. We did see the best of him at the end of the campaign. He was definitely playing the best football he has seen. I thought he'd already had a move lined up. He was playing with the confidence that looked like he was already destined to have the move to the Premier League. So I don't know what's gone wrong with that. I also heard a couple of little Chinese whispers, if you want to call it Chinese whispers, or just Twitter whispers, or something like that he'd already got himself a deal lined up for a Premier League team. I don't want to go into that because I don't want it to come out and be a load of dog shit. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting few days here to see what will happen with Tyrhys Dolan. I do anticipate a deal to be announced very soon, and it does look like he's got himself a nice, good sized box of quality street. He can have a little pick there which way he goes, but ultimately he does look like he's searching for a Premier League move, and I think that might be a step too far for his capabilities. Don't get me wrong, I think he could eventually play in the Premier League, but I still think he needs to cut the mustard a little bit in the Championship and of course deliver more at a regular level. Don't get me wrong, I think this next season, next 18 months will be vital in Tyrhys Dolan's progression as a football player, and if he can get the right move, maybe even at Ipswich Town or somebody like that, somebody top end willing to pay his money and give him the game time, then so be it. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Rovers, we gave him a chance. We gave him a shot to regain his professional football status. And this is what it comes down to, of course. See you later. But that's it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Tyrhys Dolan over the next few days, and yeah, we'll see if he's making the right decision or not. Let me know your thoughts. When do you think Tyrhys Dolan will end up at the end of this summer transfer window, and will he get a move within this month or within this week? Well, that's of course something to be had. I'll tell you then. Before we bounce out, I'm going to hand you back over to Eddie, talking about something else we're cooking over at Blackburn Roverseas.
Hey, with Eddie back once again, but this time I don't want your money. No, I want your name, your voice, your Rovers memories. That's right. We started a social media project over on on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, showcasing 150 Blackburn Rovers memories. I've asked fans from around the globe to drop their Rovers memories, but of course I need more of them. That's right, 150 is a big number and we need some more, and that's where you come in. That's right, whether it's the best player, best goal, best shirt, best moment in regards to Blackburn Rovers, I want to hear about it. So if you want to do that, again, follow that link. There is also one down in the description, and drop it in there. Of course, that memory will be featured over on Twitter on a day of its own, and then of course together in a master video when we drop it on November the 5th to celebrate Blackburn Rovers 150th anniversary. So please do me a favour and drop your Rovers memory. But anyway, once again, back to Dirk to wrap up the show.
Thanks again, Eddie. Appreciate that, of course. And yes, we'll be back with some more news as and when we get it. But until then, we're done.